or in social media, we read reports of things happening in other parts of the world, our first thoughts ought to be for our brothers and sisters in those places. For those who know Christ and that are on the ground there already, that he's positioned them there for such a time as this, to be a testimony of his grace, to stand for him in trial. And then we ought to pray that when we're the ones that are already in place, that we stand up for Christ, that we choose to live out his love and his truth so that those around us see it. It's important not to get so caught up, so confused by all the extras of what we think it means to be a Christian or to go to church and what that should look like, that we forget the most simple reality, that our faith is in Jesus Christ our Savior. And at the end of the day, that's what the world needs to see. It ought to affect every part of our life. And it's not about what clothes we wear to church. It's not about the music that's played in the church. Although those things can sometimes be a blessing or a distraction. But ultimately, it's about who we're worshiping. It's about our faithfulness to his word, to live for him in this world, so the world can see the difference. And what they choose to do with that, that's between them and God. But we need to be faithful to this simple faith. And so that's what we'd like to talk about today. Join us here in just a little while. I know this commercial is a bit late, so I think it's probably about 40 minutes or so from now at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll be having our service. So join us at that time. We'll worship together. We'll pray. Take time to focus our hearts on our Savior and on his word and see what he can teach us today, what he can challenge us with today, so that this week we can go out armed and ready to serve him in this world.